Well, I was thinking earlier in the year, he is just off the charts terrific. John Morant, of course, is the talk of college basketball right now. Windler is a stud. Terry Taylor has, I mean, those four guys are just really elite level guys, aren't they?
Our league is really good this year. I mean, it's just really, it's tough. And those guys you just mentioned, early in the year, there was, GMs will call you and before the season, hey, who should we look for? And I was like, Morant and Windler, but really I was like, Windler is really a good player. I think he might be at this point the best pro prospect. Well, it didn't take long for that to turn around. I mean, Morant has just gone totally off the charts.
Yeah,
unbelievable. And it's a great, in a way, it's like, hey, you don't get to see up close a guy who's a 2 or 3 pick very often. And so we'll get one more look at him, which he had just a really normal game with only about 3 highlights that made ESPN against us. He had 29 points, which is just like 2 over his average, 8 assists. And then a couple of just unbelievably great plays. And it was just he's way more solid than you would think a highlight guy is. He's a really, really solid guy who plays right. I've known him for a long time. My gosh, he was winning the national championship every other year, when at the different places he's gone. And he's been a great coach for a long time. And he still is. His teams are just absolutely solid and tough, and they play right. And he's made this league just, it was already hard. He had Belmont and Murray he had to get through. He's basically put himself at that same level as them. And, when you start putting Austin P in there, it gets awful rough. And so we're sitting here at 5th right now behind those 4 teams. And no shame in that, but but EKU is in the same boat.
Right.
Morehead State's in the same boat. We got to keep battling just to kind of keep our head above water.